Hi there, my name is Ashish Upadhyay and I'm the founding director of the Health Profession Advising Center, or HPAC, at the University of New Haven. Opened in July 2019, the primary purpose of the HPAC is to identify, support, and track university students who plan to complete a postgraduate program in the health professions. So, whether you aspire to go to medical school, dental school, or you want to become a physician assistant or physical therapist, or you're interested in a non-clinical path to healthcare, such as a master's in public health or a master's in healthcare administration, or anything in between, the HPAC will be your one-stop shop. At the HPAC, I personally work one-on-one with students beginning from day one to help them create a roadmap to success. I'm always available for advice and guidance for students, whether it's to create a plan for fitting in those prerequisite courses, general tips for success in college, or if they just need someone to listen to. I work with students through the application process. For graduate programs, I help refine resumes and personal statements, filling out the actual application itself, and a personal favorite of mine, giving mock interviews. The HPAC also provides co-curricular opportunities for students, such as various workshops, information center sessions, as well as talks and meet and greets with guest speakers in the health field. The HPAC strives to provide any other support students may request, because I measure its success through my students' success. The HPAC is also home to the brand new Pre-Medical Studies designation. The Pre-Med designation is not a major or a standalone degree, so it's open to any high-achieving student who's interested in medical school, regardless of what major they are. Students who plan to declare the designation must complete 15 hours at the university and hold a cumulative 3.5 GPA and a science GPA of a 3.3 or higher. Students must maintain those 3.3 and 3.5 GPAs during their undergraduate tenure to remain in the program. Sometimes a semester can be tough, and sometimes students may slip a little bit. And that's okay. Students are allowed one probationary semester just in case they slip up a little. This outcomes-oriented program is designed to help students grow into the best possible candidate for admissions into their top program choice. Students who wish to obtain a letter of recommendation from our interdisciplinary composite letter committee must have the pre-medical designation. The Composite Letter Committee is a multidisciplinary committee comprised of distinguished faculty members in the health-related fields, like biology, chemistry, health sciences, forensic science, and psychology. In addition to ranking the students in their major as well as overall in their graduating class, the committee letter is comprised of a holistic assessment of students based on their background, achievements, extra and co-curricular activities, volunteer history, and any other experiences that are aligned with the competencies that med school admission committees seek for prospective students. I'm also excited to tell you about a brand new partnership between the University of New Haven and the Philadelphia College of Medicine, or PCOM for short. Up to 5 students who hold the pre-medical designation and have an MCAT score of 504 or higher with a minimum 126 on each of the 4 sections on the exam are guaranteed an interview slot for admissions into the DO, or osteopathic doctor, program at PCOM. The HPAC is central to this plan, working directly with the PCOM admissions committee to identify and coordinate the interview setup process for interested students and hold pre-med designation and meet the MCAT requirements. Now, in its first year, the HPAC has already been able to help numerous students find success. I want to tell you about 2 of those students in particular, David Patrick and Kelvinoka. David Patrick, a health sciences and biology double major who's a first-generation college student, has dreamed of going to medical school since he was in high school. David first visited the HPAC in summer of 2019, not long after it opened. David worked with me to perfect his application materials, his personal statement, the application itself, his resume, every single thing. We went through meticulously to make sure it was perfect. Not long after David sent in his applications, he received his secondary applications, which we went over as well. I helped him on his secondary applications essays. And not long after that, David received 5 interview invites at 5 different med schools, including his top choice school. David, I am proud to say, is not just a first generation college student, but he's going to be the first person in his family to attend medical school as well. Another student I want to tell you about is Kelvinoka, a biochemistry major who was the very first student to visit the HPAC in July 2019. He said that his dream was to become a pharmacist and he wanted guidance on his early decision application to his top choice school. Um, it's a dual PharmD and MPH degree at Northwestern University in Boston. Kelvin worked diligently with me, submitting his application after, again, we perfected his personal statement, his resume, and the application itself. Less than 1 week after submitting that application, Kelvin received an invite for an interview at his top choice school. He was extremely excited. The interview was a month away, and Kelvin and I spent that month doing mock interview after mock interview. We worked on eye contact. We worked on how fast he speaks, or how slow he speaks, how clearly he speaks. We used different types of interview strategies, and it paid off. He knocked the interview out of the park. And 3 days after the interview, he received an acceptance letter, and he was ecstatic. He emailed me immediately. But he actually told me that he wasn't going to deposit quite yet. He said he wanted to wait until next week because, and I quote, he wanted to make them sweat a little bit. And what Kelvin's talking about is a conversation he and I had was about his value and his worth. I told him that you are an exceptional student and this program wants you as much as you want to go there. So you have some leverage for negotiation and potential scholarships. 3 days after that email saying that he got accepted, Kelvin received another email from his top choice school, and they were offering him $17,000 a year in scholarship money to attend. $17,000 a year to attend his dream school. So that was fantastic, and those are just two of the numerous students who have come through the HPAC in its first year alone. Like I mentioned earlier, I measure my success to the success of my students, and I hope that you too come and visit me and become another one of my success stories in the future, and one of the success stories at the University of New Haven.